Well, just like a lot of you out there, a lot of smarts, whatever you want to call yourselves, I just found out that the former singles wrestler and tag team wrestler in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, Eddie Fatu, whom wrestled in the WWE as Jamal in 3-Minute Warning, and as a singles wrestler, the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga, has passed away. I know he was in his 30s, somewhere around 35 I believe, and I really don't know what to say. If I'm supposed to describe what I feel right now, the only words I have is why, and fuck. If you are in any way whatsoever well, whatever. I don't really know what to say. This is just a big shock to me. I just found it out, and this is one of the times where you ask yourself and you say to yourself, why? Like I just said, and you really question that. What's the reason for this? What's the reason for someone this young passing away? Someone who was in his midst of his prime. He was a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal Samoan wrestler. He came from a family with an enormous heritage of wrestling, the Fatu family, of course, which is included with The Rock, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, the Head Shrinkers, and so many more. The Samoans, the great tag team, or which one of them later became the manager of Head Shrinkers, and well, Rikishi, not to mention him. I'm really not prepared to do a video like this, but I guess you've never really become prepared to do a video like this whatsoever. This is the first video I do of its kind since I started doing videos back in July. Of course, Captain Lou Albano passed away since, but he was sick. He died a natural death in that aspect. But I don't really have the words. I just want to send the condolences. This guy was a phenomenal wrestler. He was an Intercontinental Champion in WWE. His perhaps biggest performances came when he faced Batista at WrestleMania 24 in a match where he lost. He also wrestled Bobby Lashley, who's now in TNA, at WrestleMania 23, where he represented Vince McMahon in a match against, as I said, Bobby Lashley, whom represented Donald Trump in a Battle of the Billionaires, a match where he also lost. He made his debut in WWE as the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga with the manager Alejandro Estrada, and he immediately was pushed to kind of main event status, where he wrestled Ric Flair at Backlash back in 2006. And as I said, I don't want to believe this to be truth. The only feeling I have, and that's the word I was looking for earlier, if you're offended with what I say whatsoever, but why the fuck did this have to happen? Why the fuck did this have to happen? What's the purpose? What's the fucking purpose? This was a guy whom I believed could make it back to WWE. He lost his track somewhere earlier this year. He was released from the WWE in May or June this year, along with Mr. Kennedy. I don't want anyone to come out here and yell at the WWE, because this is not their fault. This is not any wrestling promotion's fault. This is apparently, I hate to say it, but it's Eddie Fatu's fault. It's his own fault. But Jesus, why could he just not have survived this case and moved on and have a legacy? And I'm really in sorrow for the Fatu family. This great Samoan wrestling family did not deserve this to happen to them. They did not deserve to go through this, such an ordeal of losing a family member. So simply, Eddie Fatu, I'm not blaming you. I'm not trying to blame anyone and make this guy look bad or something. Simply rest in peace. And why? That's the only words I have right now.